Good morning. These are your Nassau Guardian highlights for Friday, February 27th, 2026. Brought to you by your Daily Bahamas headlines, especially for people on the go and those who are visually impaired. We begin with the main story. The headline reads, Growing arrears raise fiscal concerns. While the Davis administration says it is on track to achieve a $75 million surplus by the end of the fiscal year, new figures show that unpaid bills and arrears have climbed significantly. According to the mid-year budget report, government arrears and unpaid invoices total $241 million compared to $121 million at the same point last year. Economist Therese Turner-Jones says the public is not getting a full picture of the country's financial position because the government uses cash accounting. That system records revenue when cash is received and expenses only when they are paid, meaning unpaid bills may not immediately reflect in the official deficit numbers. Former cabinet minister and economist Zhivago Laing called the projected surplus a mirage if hundreds of millions in bills remain unpaid. Meanwhile, the government maintains that stronger revenue collection in the second half of the year and controlled spending will keep it on track. The national debt now stands at $12.4 billion, about 75% of gross domestic product. The debate continues over transparency, sustainability, and what fiscal responsibility truly looks like. In other national news, a Bahamian boat captain, Malcolm Goodman, is facing possible life imprisonment in the United States after being indicted on charges of possession and importation of 200 kilograms of cocaine. The drugs were reportedly found on a vessel intercepted near Fort Lauderdale. The charges carry a mandatory minimum sentence of 10 years and a maximum of life. The matter has drawn political attention because of Goodman's alleged association with a Free National Movement candidate who has denied any wrongdoing. The Bahamas Union of Auxiliary Professionals in Education is calling for government intervention in its ongoing industrial agreement dispute with the Bahamas Technical and Vocational Training Institute. Union President Ernesto Williams says negotiations have stalled and members are frustrated over issues such as salary scales, career paths, and leave benefits. The union says it wants swift intervention from the Ministry of Labor. On page A3, Prime Minister Philip Davis has returned from the CARICOM Heads of Government meeting, where migration and the recent United States visa processing freeze were discussed. Officials say assurances were given that the visa hold relates to protocol reviews and is not targeted at the Bahamas specifically. The editorial today focuses on women in national political leadership. It argues that although women make up more than half of the population, they remain underrepresented in Parliament. The editorial calls on political parties to recruit, mentor, and support more female candidates, noting that stronger female participation leads to more inclusive governance. In the letters to the editor section, one writer argues that allegations alone should not disqualify political candidates, saying what is good for the goose is good for the gander. Another letter questions the timing of the appointment of an ambassador at large for technology and artificial intelligence, urging clear deliverables and transparency. A third letter calls on Bahamian women to register and vote, reminding them that the right to vote was hard-won and must be actively exercised. In business and economic developments highlighted from the national pages, concerns continue about rising government debt and the impact of unpaid bills on vendors and small businesses. Analysts warn that delayed payments can hurt cash flow for contractors and service providers who rely on government contracts. Those are your highlights from today's Nassau Guardian. To read these stories in full and explore additional reports, editorials, and features, be sure to purchase a copy of today's Guardian or visit their website at thenassauguardian.com. As we always say, staying informed is staying empowered. An informed nation is a stronger nation. Enjoy your day, be blessed, and be a blessing.